Check it out. Cooking this trout. Oh. My old roommate Miklos brought me this trout almost a year ago. This little tiny trout. I feel bad for it. This little tiny little trout. It's been sitting in my freezer for like over a year. And now I'm gonna cook it in some bacon grease that I've had sitting there for all day. I cooked bacon this morning, and now I'm gonna cook this little tiny trout in the bacon grease, and we'll see how it turns out. See, I got this trout cooking at a very low heat. Got it just barely sizzling around a 2, so it slowly thaws out and cooks. That's my hope. We'll see how it turns out. And you can see how small that trout is compared to the fork. It's tiny. It's barely a guppy. Yeah. Miklos brought me that trout. He said, "Oh, you want a trout?" And he gave me that. And that was over a year ago. But now I'm finally cooking it, because I don't want it to go to waste. Oh yeah, she's sizzling pretty good. I don't know if it's gonna be safe to eat this fish, but we're gonna cook it real good, and it should be fine. Cooked in bacon grease. We'll see how this comes out. Kind of like deep frying a frozen trout in bacon grease. Got to give it some time to cook. It's going to be like charbroiled to a crisp. Right, man, I think this fucking trout is done. So I got a fresh plate here. I don't know, man. Should I eat this? Should I give it a try? No lemon or nothing. It looks delicious. Right, I got the trout on the plate. Throw a little butter in it. Oh, hold on. A little bit of butter. This little tiny little trout, cooked in bacon grease. Oh yeah, the meat's just falling right out the bone. A nice chunk of it. Looks pretty good. Put a little butter on it. Couple bones on there. But yeah, heck yeah. I probably should have cooked it a little bit longer, but I wish I had some lemon. Would make it a lot better. Little fin there. couple of bones in there. But we'll spit those out. Well, I think I probably should have cooked it a little bit hotter. If there's any bacteria in there, I might not have killed it all. But I'm not too worried about it. And yeah. I'm glad I consumed this fish. Instead of letting it go to waste. Now that fish's energy can go into me. That fish did not live in vain. Like I said in my last live stream, I need to start fishing and using this great food resource that is abundant around me. There's lots of fish to catch. Yep. That little trout, little tiny trout. Very edible. Very delicious. Okay. Cooked in bacon grease. Next time, I'll probably cook it a little bit longer, a little bit hotter. Maybe not longer, but hotter. Other than that, I think it came out great. Now I'll throw the rest, the remains here. You can see the fish head. But yeah, a friend of mine brought this fish over. I probably wouldn't have kept this fish this small. He asked me, "Oh, I caught some trout. You want one? I'll leave you a trout." I didn't realize it would be such a tiny little trout. Otherwise, I would have passed on it. But you know, since he left it, I'm glad that I'm consuming it. A year later, it's been sitting in my freezer. No. Still a goddamn good fish. I feel good that I didn't just say, fuck it, I'm just going to throw that fish away. Why would I want to eat that little tiny fish? Because it died. And now I feel better about that poor little fish that's been sitting in my freezer for over a year. I consumed its ass. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon.